gossip. Let's move on. Let's talk about Miss Halle Berry, who is still promoting or was promoting her latest movie, Never Let Go, because we did talk about her a little bit earlier in passing. And she's talking about that she's ready to take center stage with her very own spinoff in the John Wick universe. Now, if you saw John Wick Parabellum, which is the third installment, there was a little backstory that we got from Halle Berry Sophia. And I'm like, with her backstory, especially with the fact that she said she had to give up her daughter, and John Wick basically helped hide her daughter. And, she became a manager at one of the, um, oh my God, the Continental in Casablancas. I almost said Calabasas. So, she became a member of one of the managers. And because John Wick, everybody was trying to take him out, he goes to her and asks her for help because he had like the, the thing with the blood oath, the bond. So he's like, you owe me. And she had to, risk her life and the secret of her hidden child to help John. Now that leaves a door open for possibility of a Halle Berry solo film, which I think is a great idea. Because here's the thing. We were supposed to get a Halle Berry Jinx spinoff when she did Die Another Day. Apparently, we didn't get it because it came out, I think, recently, where she said in an interview that the reason why is because they didn't think that spending an $80 million budget on a Black woman leading an action film was going to be profitable. And this is a lot of what this industry likes to do in regards of anybody who's a minority. Y'all don't think Black people could sell movies overseas. We've proven that to be incorrect. You don't think that a woman of Halle Berry's caliber can sell a film. She is one of the biggest well-known action, well, not even action movie stars, but movie stars of the world. And she's an Oscar winner. And when we've watched Halle Berry in certain things, she's proven that she can kick ass and take names. We've seen her kick butt in Die Another Day. We've seen her kick butt in that horrible freaking movie that's on Netflix with Mark Wahlberg. I can't even watch that. That was a one and done. But she definitely did her thing in that movie. She also directed a film where she played an MMA fighter. So we know she could definitely kick butt. And yeah, her little sequence, her short but sweet moment in John Wick, Parabellum, we definitely know she could do stunts. But I don't need her out here trying to kill herself because, look, there was certain things when she said she broke her damn ribs. So we don't need you getting injuries for throwing yourself in there. So basically, according to Cinema Blend, they said, given the ending of John Wick Chapter 4, it still remains to be seen if this franchise main film series will continue with John Wick Chapter 5, or if this is indeed the end for Keanu Reeves' title character. Well, word on the curve is we are getting a Chapter 5, but it's going to be a while because Chad Stahelski is working on his Highlander movie that's supposed to star my other husband, Henry Cavill, which they're supposed to start filming in January. So he's a little busy at the moment, but with his, with the attachment and with Lionsgate, he is building a John Wick universe. And I do feel y'all need to get that ball rolling because John Wick is a popular character and you're trying to get this universe built. Y'all really need to get moving quickly with it because y'all taking a little too long with building out these, these things. So next year we do have a spinoff called Ballerina, which you will know is going to focus on like if you saw it, speaking of Parabellum, the girl that was dancing on stage, and then you had Angelica Houston's character, again, her with the tattoo on the back and all that stuff. That is the character that Ana de Armas is actually going to be playing in the new movie that they have coming out. So there's a character, a solo film based on that character. And now, like I said, Ana de Armas is playing that part. Now, we've seen Ana de Armas kick butt, speaking of James Bond. It's funny how everything falls right back to James Bond, right? The last James Bond movie, Ana de Armas was in there. Even though I had my mixed feelings on that film, Ana de Armas was the best part of that damn movie. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her playing an assassin / ballerina. That's being directed by Len Wiseman, who, used to be married to Kate Beckinsale and did the first two Underworld movies. And then did Live Free or Die Hard. So that's his. And also, he did a remake of Total Recall, which I have a soft spot for that movie. I know a lot of people don't like it because I guess it's serious in tone, but I actually liked that film. I thought it was pretty good. It was a little too serious in parts, but I liked the film and I liked, what's his name? I like Colin Farrell in it. So yeah. So Now it basically says, so we have that coming out, and then we also have a movie focused on Donnie Yen's Kane. That, he was a character, that the blind assassin that was trying to take out John Wick in the last John Wick, part 4. So her character, Sophia Alazwar, who, was introduced in the film, they're talking about that she's supposed to be getting her own spinoff. And the actress says that she's still game to provide, for this, provided it happens sooner or later. Now, while Berry was talking about her new movie, Never Let Go, which is now playing on the 2024 release schedule, with The Hollywood Reporter interviewer Brian Davids brought up how he'd been expecting John Wick Chapter 4 to bring Sophia back, especially envisioning that she and John would have been racing to protect her daughter, which I really feel would be a great segue. So if she doesn't even get her own solo film, I feel like that is the perfect way to set up John Wick Chapter 5. It's sort of like John Wick supposed to be dead. Sophia is trying to get, find her daughter, whatever the case was, something happening with that. All of a sudden, she finds out John Wick ain't dead, and he comes in and pretty much helps her out, which reignites this whole snowball effect of some new kind of story or whatever that can happen with keeping Keanu Reeves going in this universe. So maybe that's what needs to happen with John Wick 5, is that y'all need to kind of use this Sophia story as a catalyst to revive John Wick and find out what the next thing he's going to do. So they basically said the following. So Davis asked Berry if she'd ever let herself think that far ahead in terms of where things could go. She said the following. To be fair, there are a lot of characters in the John Wick franchise who only appeared in one movie, and it was said with the only regular players being Amy Shane's Winston, Lance Henriksen, Sharon, who passed away. So shout out to Lance Henriksen. But I'm like, wait a minute. So where is the part where she said? Because they said, she said this. Because I'm like, wait a minute, did I miss something? Because I don't even see her comment. Because they said that she answered the following, and I don't see where the comment is. So where is the comment? Hold on. Let me go to Cinema Blend and see if the comment is there. Because I'm like, wait a minute. How y'all write? Oh, yeah. She said, yeah, I wish that would have happened, but that's not the route they went. I thought that would have been a cool storyline. We talked about it. That's for sure. We seeded it with John Wick Chapter 3, and we talked about a spinoff with Lionsgate that could potentially happen. We need to do it sooner rather than later, but that could potentially happen. And I love the universe. I love John Wick, and I love that character. So you never know. We'll see. So that's basically what she said. Now, I do agree that she deserves her own spinoff, because how we sitting up here bringing in characters people aren't familiar with, like this ballerina thing, which I'm hearing good things about. Even Under the Armas was coming out saying, oh yeah, like she was pleasantly surprised in regards of like what people are going to be in for in regards to like the set pieces, the action, all that other stuff. And I do remember at one point they were done, but then Chad Stahelski said, oh no, they had to go in and put more action into it. And I agree, because if you're going to do John Wick, we want to see them John Wick isms. No, John Wick got his own style of fighting, but we definitely want to see, like, if you're going to put a female at the center of it all, we definitely want to see her up in there. Like, how would someone like a woman work within this whole universe? I still want a damn spinoff of, not a spinoff, but a sequel to, speaking of in that universe of sorts, Atomic Blonde. When we get a sequel to that? I actually like that movie. And I like Charlize Theron when she does action. She's pretty good with that. So I definitely would love to see that. And I don't understand why Hollywood tends to think that we don't want to see female-centric action movies. I love watching women kick butt on the screen. I want to see Michelle Rodriguez in more female-centric action parts and not just doing the Fast and the Damn Furious. So there's so many women out here who really are good at kicking butt on the screen. Like my favorites, I would say, would be Mila Jovovich. Who else? Halle Berry. Charlize Theron. I want to see more stuff. Also, when we had Anya Taylor-Joy playing Furiosa, I would definitely love to see her in more action type stuff. I'm definitely curious to see what Ana de Armas is going to bring to this part. But I do feel like they need to do this sooner rather than later, because to be honest, Halle Berry ain't getting any younger. She's in her mid-50s. We already have Keanu Reeves who just turned 60. So if y'all trying to get everything going in regards to this, you need to hurry up and get him, back into working out and stuff and doing those scenes too, because, the older you get, you start moving a little slow. But if you need to kind of speed up the situation, you might want to have his double come in and do a couple of the crazy stuff. It's like, Keanu, we know you can kick butt, but we don't need you trying to break your body parts just so that way you can prove that you could do action, because we know you could do action. So I say all this to say, with Ana de Armas getting her own film, and Donnie Yen's Kane getting his own spinoff, Halle Berry should be getting her own spinoff. And yes, it needs to happen sooner or later because, like I said, she is not getting any younger. But they also said, along with Ballerina and Kane films, there is a TV series in development called John Wick Under the High Table, which will take place after Chapter 4 and follow new characters who attempt to bring down this criminal organization. So I definitely want to see that, because I was like, yeah, I do feel like the next thing that needs to happen is the high table needs to be brought to its knees. Like, there's definitely a story there. And given Halle Berry's, super star power, why the hell we can't get a spinoff with her? Like, you know how big Halle Berry is? And I trust and believe people will go to the movies and see this. Sidebar, I will say this, and I'm going to wrap up this story. We went about how we could salvage Jennifer's career. I need her to do a John Wick type of franchise. That's what you need to jump in, Jennifer. Stop with the rom-coms, because I just heard she's about to jump in and do a rom-com for Netflix. Ma'am, who is advising you on these movie choices? Like, I feel like you definitely need to be another one who needs to jump in that space. I loved her in films like Out of Sight, and when she played that tough chick role. Bring that New York attitude-ism into what you do, and you are a dancer, so you definitely can pick up fight choreography. So I definitely would love to see Jennifer Lopez playing in the John Wick universe. So somebody need to put that out there and get her in one of those movies. Who is advising her? Benny, you need to fire Benny Medina, because Benny don't know what the hell he's doing over there. But I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Would y'all love to see a spinoff of Halle Berry in the John Wick universe? I definitely would love to see this story of her reuniting with her child that she had to give up because she was playing in this world and playing in that juxtaposition of you trying to ward off assassins, trying to kill you, but also when it comes down to it, you're trying to work on a relationship or develop a relationship with your estranged daughter. So trying to play in that wheelhouse, plus you trying to ward off, killers, that'll be a good juxtaposition. You get the emotional and you get the action. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.